Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another Ageless Energy show. I'm excited to jump in here and answer your questions, and just be here with you and hang out. See what we can come up with. If you are newer, this Ageless Energy show, we often talk to women, 40 plus, looking to increase energy, burn body fat, and balance hormones. That is what we do. It took me a long time to figure out that's what we specialize in, but it's been 20 years. Oh my gosh. It's been a long time, and we're still here. We're still at it. So, again, I'm excited to be here with you guys. So if you have any questions, you can pop them in the comments below. Those of you listening as a podcast, we are streaming live in our private Facebook group. It's called facebook.com/Ageless Energy. So if you want to join us there, you're more than welcome. Otherwise, sit back and enjoy if you are on audio only. Good morning, Danielle. She says, just can listen at work. Awesome. Michael's in here. Trina's in here. If you guys have any questions, drop them below. I'm going to offer, I try not to do this very often, tag everyone. I do that maybe once a week for this live, or if there's something important I think I would like to share, but I feel like that's definitely overused. I have this idea that I only want to wear true form apparel. That's it. My goal in life is to have my closet is only with a true form logo on it. Those of you that may not know, oh gosh, I just dropped my mic. Morning, Rhonda. Morning, Sandra. And okay, those of you that don't know, I'm not like not big into like clothing. I used to have in college. I was like all about clothing. I had hats that matched my shoes, and I never went anywhere without matching hats and shoes. It was like a completely different life. Now, I mostly buy. I wear clothes that are gifts or clothes from a thrift store. That's just how I roll. And I really dislike shopping, and I really dislike consumerism and all that nonsense. Morning, Trina. Good morning, Alicia. Tat, is that how you say that? Sandra's in here. Hazel's in here. So anyways, I only mention this because I'm wearing a Spartan shirt. And like, I don't think that we think about branding very often. I think people just grab whatever you grab. Like, this is a tough one for a lot of people, but like a lot of companies, they would support sweatshops and child labor and have no idea about it. That's a pretty deep conversation that most people don't want to hear. Morning, Teresa. But I don't want to support that. And then there's certain companies, their brand and logo represent that because that's where they get their items manufactured, and they could care less about fair wages and proper behavior, not behavior, but treatment of their employees. Like for me, one of my goals is to have an amazing place to work at for our employees. Not only do I want to, like, I strive for our company to be more financially successful so we can help employ more people and offer them some type of financial freedom to work along with us. But I also want to have like a great workplace where people actually enjoy working, or they actually enjoy coming to work. And that's certainly a goal for me. But I'm not sure how I was talking about clothing. I don't think a lot of people think about the brand that they represent. Like when you're wearing clothing, you're representing that brand. And it's like you're support, you vote with your dollars. So I'm very conscious of that when I wear stuff, and sometimes I wear things and I'm like, don't really want to support this brand. But often, like, I'll grab something from the thrift store and it will be a used version of that, so I feel like that's better. In some way, I'm justifying my choices. Okay, long story short, I'm wearing a Spartan shirt, a Spartan t-shirt. Morning, Jennifer. I sent you a couple of messages on Messenger. I'm not sure if they came through, but just so you know, those are there. Rhonda says I have to get rid of some of. I have too many. LOL. I get hand-me-downs from my sister who buys expensive clothes. That's fantastic. What a great deal. Um, yeah, we have a very small closet, and we have very few clothing, and that's, I mean, that's everyone's personal choice, but that's kind of where we're at. Good morning, Renata. Anyways, what I was saying is I'm wearing a Spartan shirt. Dorothy got this for me for Christmas. And Spartans are one of the few brands. I really like DeSena, who started the whole Spartan thing. It's his business, is his deal. I doubt he has much to do with it now, but he has a really like solid mindset. I was listening to him talk, like read his book, The Spartan Way. Like that's hardcore. And but I like that. So this, like, those of you that don't know, I've been working towards different Spartans. So you can do like a 5K, 10K, 21K, and they're obstacle courses, and you're like climbing ropes and climbing cargo nets and crawling under barbed wire. Like it's just a fun thing for me to think about and do. But the community I really like, and it's like a lot of times if you see you're wearing a Spartan shirt and someone else is wearing a Spartan shirt, or someone has riding the Spartan, they'll come up and talk to you. I think that's really cool. And then when you go to the events, they're really well run, they're well managed, seeming seems like there's good people most of the time. It's just a really nice organization. So when I wear Spartan stuff, it's intentional because I like to support their brand and what they're about. But this one here, and under the shirt it says trifecta, and underneath it says earned, not given. And I think like that means a lot to me personally, because those of you that may not have heard the story, I said to myself, like I went through some really extreme lower back issues, like chronic pain, considered surgery, medication, like all that jazz that I don't necessarily agree with. And I was able to pull myself out of a really dark stage in my life. And I said to myself, once I get out of this chronic pain, I always believed, I had some deep belief that I could get out of this. And there was really rough days where I thought, not good, like I could hardly stand many days, let alone not be like in excruciating pain, like all day, every day was just misery. So those of you that deal with chronic pain, I can resonate with you on a deep level. But I said to myself, once I get out of this stage in my life, I'm going to do something that I've never done before, physically, mentally, emotionally. And that was a Spartan. So I just recently, I did the trifecta, which is 3 of them in one season. And then I did that I just finished, we were in Arizona, I did 21K with 30 obstacles, and I've never ran a half marathon before. So it was a big deal for me. It really was. And I'm proud of it. And I like to share that in hopes that it'll offer some inspiration to others. But Dorothy got me this Spartan shirt and for Christmas, and then she got me this plaque. So for the trifecta, you get a medal each time you finish. And what I like about these guys is all their stuff is quality. Like you don't get like a little cheap piece of metal that feels like it could fall apart or breaks. We do a lot of runs. and the quality is hard to match when it comes to Spartan. So it's a big piece of metal, and it's like heavy and it's solid. It's like, it represents their brand, which is amazing. So you put the 3 of them together, and it creates a circle. So think of a pie, that like each is a pie, and they fit together. So I don't even know how they do it. If you complete 3 in 1 year, they all fit together. Otherwise, they don't fit together. So she got me this really cool pyramid plaque, and they all click in there as a piece of a pie of a unit. They're all magnetically connected, and then they fit in this thing, and it's like this big piece of solid metal. It's so cool. Like I'm a big fan of quality over quantity. I'll always pay more for better quality. We try to represent quality with our business. So anyways, long story short, I'm going to wrap that up. It just means a lot. For me, it means that I was able to get through a very difficult time in my life, and I'm able to thrive through it. And when I look at that plaque, it's like I accomplished that. I said I was going to, like I set my mind on it. I said I was going to do it. I did it. And it means a lot to me. So when I wear this shirt, when I see that plaque, it's special. A little bit different than just regular going through the motions kind of stuff that I think we often do just to get through the day. So hopefully that offers a bit of inspiration for you guys. I'd like to get into some Q&As. So if you have questions, drop them below. Sharon says, what a nice gift. It certainly was meaningful. Ruby's in here. She says, good morning. Shelly and my mom jumped in here, said, good morning. Good morning to you all. Happy to jump in here with you guys and chop it up on Friday morning. You could be listening at another time, but let's see. So we have a group detox coming up. These are fantastic. We started doing detoxes years ago, probably over 10 years ago. We've refined our detox. We have cleaned it up. We have everything that you need. It's a mental, physical, emotional. We have nutrition in there. We have fitness in there. We have a full-on detox. And we're starting that with our Metabolism Accelerator programs next week. So those of you members that are in here, you should be going through the module in school. You should be going to the detox module. You guys all have if you're a premium member, all of your meal plans are uploaded for the detox. We did a bit of more customization for you guys. And then you have your modules to work through. So you should be doing that now because we start up and running 100% full tilt. That's happening on Monday. Okay, so you have the weekend to prepare. Those of you that are not MAT members, we are going to open this up to the public, at least partially. Not quite school, and we're thinking about running the detox through this group here particularly, and those that sign up, you'll get different material and different access. So if you feel like you had a little bit too much sugar over the holidays, or if you feel like you need a reset, this is a whole food detox. This is a little bit different. It's not like, I've talked to some of our members in the past that have done detoxes, and it's not like based around deprivation and all the things that you're not able to have. It's about all the things that you should be having instead. We have my anti-inflammatory detoxing water recipe. We have a green smoothie recipe. Now, don't turn your nose up at the green smoothie recipe. I can't tell you how many people over the years were like, oh, I'm not drinking that. And we encourage them to try it because of the group. We'll have open up the group and we'll have all these people trying it. So they're like, okay, I'll try it. So they try it and they're like, oh, this is actually really good. So we have our detoxing recipe. In the beginning of the book, Detoxify Yourself, we talk about mental detox. We talk about detoxing your bathroom, detoxing your kitchen, detoxing your fridge. It's a full lifestyle. It's not like, okay, we're going to have you guys grab a soup. We have an amazing soup recipe. We're not going to be like, you guys have a soup recipe, drink that or eat that for 10 days. That is not going to happen. This is all about, good morning, Daddy. Good morning. Good morning, Dorothy. And good morning, our little monster. I would like to say his name so he knows I'm talking to him, but we don't do that on social media. Sharon says, are we doing the detox for 7 or 10 days? So, okay, great question. We have for the program, it's usually a 10-day detox. And we go over like a 7-day meal plan, but we usually start a day before and then we wrap it up a day after, so it becomes more of a like 9-10 day detox. That's what we've done in the past, and that's what we'll do for the public. When it comes to MAT members, you guys are a little bit different. You guys get more customization. Actually, for MAT members, I'm going to go live with you guys every single day next week. So I'm going to jump on live and I'm going to answer questions. We're going to talk about different topics. That's on top of all the modules that you guys get. So everything that we've done, we recorded our best stuff. Dorothy, I just talked about this amazing gift that you gave to me. My shirt and my plaque. You missed it. Dorothy does not watch my lives. For a few minutes. She has full-time toddler and he gets limited screen time. So I understand. So for the MAT members, I'm going to go live for you guys every single day. I'm thinking mornings, but we'll work that out with you guys. So that's going to be coming up next week. And then for you guys, you have the option. You're going to get a new meal plan the following week. So those of our one-on-one members get a grocery shopping list. They get a meal plan. We have recipes in our portal. So you're going to get a new, unless you say, hey, you know what? Feeling great, loving this meal plan. I would like to do another detox or another week of detox. The book Detoxify Yourself is 30 days. So it's 30 days. It's a full month, 4 weeks of recipes, meal plans, grocery shopping lists, full detox. So a lot of people are like, wow, this is amazing. I think you should do a detox like this at least quarterly. With our members, we usually do this at least once a year, but I feel like doing something like this at least quarterly would be a great idea. So for the public, I know it's a bit challenging to go back and forth. Sharon, you know you're a MAP member, right? For the public, it's going to look a little bit different. We'll probably do a full 10 days and then end it and then move on. That's what we usually do. Let's see. Dorothy says, just cleaning up. Protein powder explosion. Our little guy stuck his hand in the tub while making a smoothie. You know what's funny is, like, we always get that question of like, oh, can kids have this? Can kids have that? Like, our little guy, he's almost 3 at the time of this recording, which is incredibly bonkers. Like, where did the years go? And I know the same thing's going to happen when he's like 15, 20. It's like hard to even imagine. Good morning, Wendy. We are live. But he's been having spirulina in his milk since he was 0 months. We put spirulina tabs in his milk. Dorothy would like crush it up and put it in his milk and shake it up, and he would drink green milk. He's been having our vanilla protein at a very young age. He has a shake every day, and he's starting to drink his own. Like, before he'd have like little sips of ours or like a little shot glass. Now he's having his own smoothie. Like, we say this all the time, and I know it's a bit challenging. We're kind of in a league of our own. Like, I'm in multiple mastermind groups and have been over the years of just online fitness coaches. And most of them just don't know about supplements. We've been doing this for over 20 years. In my dorm room, I was making up supplements. Like, I love to learn about supplements. I don't know why. I feel like it's a bit of a life hack, and I'm always interested of what other nutrients, vitamins, minerals can help improve our health in different ways. So I've been doing this a long time, and there's also almost like a stigma with trainers when I tell them, or coaches. Most of them are trainers, I think, different than coaches, but I tell them that we sell supplements. That we sell supplements, and it's almost like a dirty word, like, oh, you're selling supplements. Like, because I think it's like the industry is full of nonsense and garbage, which is why we're here, to help educate and teach you that there's actually good quality supplements that can make a change. Often they're filled with terrible toxins that actually harm your health. And then so many people in general, they don't have the education, or they don't know about supplements on a deep level, like which ones we should take, which ones we should stay away from. It's like, take some protein, take a multivitamin, and eat some magnesium gummies. Like, what terrible advice. But when it comes to like supplements in particular, I just think there's such a lack of knowledge on the market out there, so people don't really know what to recommend, so they recommend nothing, which is unfortunate because it can make such a big difference. And our clients, our customers will tell you that firsthand. But anyways, what I was saying is that we don't recommend anything we don't do ourselves. So I would never recommend a supplement that we don't take. I would never recommend a supplement that's not safe for your kids. And of course, you have to look at moderation. Like, for example, our magnesium bath. A lot of times we get questions from kids, so from parents that have kids, and they ask like, "Oh, can our child have this protein?" And I'm like, "Yeah, they can. It's all clean ingredients, organic, fermented, sprouted. Like, they should." Teresa says, "How many tabs for kids?" So so our little guy, depending on their age, right? Our little guy gets 1 spirulina tab a day. Morning. Maybe that's not entirely true. He has the full tab. He has at least 1, sometimes 2 or 3. Morning, Shannon. And then for chlorella, he usually has 1 or 2 in the evening or throughout the day. He loves them. He chews them like candy. Like, if you give him a tab, he'll grab it and like pop it in his mouth. It's like a game almost. So they're organic, they're pure, they're 1 single ingredient. Like, I talked about quality a bit earlier, and that's what we do. It's all about It's all about quality products. Morning, Karen. So your kids, like, we wouldn't recommend products that I would say your kid should stay away from, because there's probably some danger in there. If it comes to liquid magnesium, they should probably be a little bit older, but I would also introduce them topically first, because if their body's never had a magnesium in supplement form, it's not like dangerous, but they might have a little bit of diarrhea, for example, and then you're like, hey, what's wrong? Like, what's happening? And then there's a dozen different things that may come up, like, oh, they get fast food, and it's kind of crazy. I don't want to like hurt anyone's feelings. It's always on my mind. We live in this world of like, you can't say anything without hurting someone's feelings, and then people turtle and they emotionally shut down, and then they ghost because they're like, you said one little thing, like, because we don't have any resilience or resistance. Like, there's no tough skin anymore. It's like we're just wet noodles. But it's not my intention to hurt people's feelings, but I feel like sometimes a little bit of tough love is necessary. And just helping understand, like, there's a truth to getting right to it, instead of tiptoeing around. Dorothy says, I overheard a personal trainer giving supplement advice to a client in the gym not long ago, and it took every bit of strength I had to hold back, because your comment moved, because the advice was so bad. He was genuinely trying to help, but he just lacked knowledge so hard. Good morning, Ann. And then she says, our little guy just snuck away with a zinc bottle, saying, you can't have this. He loves his supplements. Yeah, he does. He gets vitamin D, K2, he gets zinc, like, and I would probably recommend your kids starting to supplement properly. His immune system is rock solid. He's a strong kid. Like, he eats well. It all starts from the beginning, and it's like getting your kids or grandkids on board early on. Like, whether it's they're helping grocery shop or they're helping pick the items, then they feel more connected to the food. Like, that was part of their choice, right? That's part of it. And then the other part of it is having them help in the kitchen. I just talked to Danielle, and she's got a little 4-year-old, and she was saying that she got a little kit to help chop. You can get these knives that are like, I don't even know how they work. They'll cut like veggies, but they're not like sharp on your skin or fingers. Dorothy, our little guy, has some of those, and he loves to help out and be a part of it. So if you bring your kids or grandkids along, they're much more interested in the food, because they're helping, whether that's buying the food or choose the food or prepare the food. We have a lot of times our clients or customers will send a message and they say, hey, how do you get your kid to eat this or that? And I'm like, well, did they choose it, or did they pick it, or did they put it in the cart, or did they put it on the till when it was going through before you pay for it? Or did you offer cash or a credit card for them to swipe? Like, our little guy does all that. He participates in every way. So when there's food on his plate, he has more of a connection. It's not just like this magical food landed on his plate. It's quite a bit different. Same thing with supplements. Like, we ask him, like, what do you want this morning? And he'll say, can I have a smoothie this morning? Or can I have a shake this morning? And he knows the difference. So yeah, that I hear that advice all the time. Like, I hear terrible advice all the time, but what can you do? I'm not going to sit there and argue with someone. I was actually at a gym one time, as early on in my personal training career, which I don't do anymore. And I had this lady was doing these lunges that were like they looked horrible, and I could just see knee pain or ankle pain coming in the future. So I bravely went over and asked her if I could help her with her form. And she snapped at me and was like, I don't know what she said. My niece is a personal trainer, and she set me up with this program, so I don't need your help. And I was like, okay. Never mind then. So I don't offer advice 99% of the time unless it's asked for. You can't change people's mindsets, and people often don't want advice, which is what I talk to our clients or people before they come and sign up with us. And I'm like, are you coachable? Are you someone that has an open mind and is willing to take advice? Because a lot of people aren't. They just don't want to know. They don't want to hear about it. They are happy with whatever it is that they're doing, which is fine by me. We're in a different place. I'm so grateful for our clients and customers that come to us, and we actually we have a different audience, and I get a chance to sit down with them, and I feel like they actually want to know what I have to say and mostly listen. So that's a little bit different than talking to people that could care less about what you have to say. Like, for example, we just had a great time blocking session with Sandra. I think did Sandra jump in here? Danielle jumped in here. Sandra was on Zoom. Danielle came into the office in person, and it was awesome. It was a great session of organizing your day, and that's the thing is if you we've been doing this a long time. It took me hours. We took 2 hours probably to just plan that session. And we had people come over. It took longer than that when we did a complete overview for time blocking, but because we put in that time and effort. Often someone you get a surface level personal trainer or a coach, and they're like, okay, work out. And why aren't you working out? I didn't have time. Yeah, you have time. Get back to working out. It's all surface level. We like to dig deep and help people on a deeper level and create systems and stacking habits. So we sat down and we're like, what does your day look like? Let's plan out your day. Everything that happens in your day. What are your family obligations? What are the birthdays that you have to do? Okay, let's write them down in the calendar. So we blocked off, we have a power hour in the morning, and then we have an evening routine. So that's what we started with. And that's what you guys have to do. It's not just, oh, I didn't have time for my workout. Well, what's the reasoning? And let's block off a time and set your day up for success so we can work around it, right? It's not just someone yelling in those old, I don't even know if that happens anymore, but the old days of boot camps where someone just yelled at you for an hour while you're flipping a tire. That's ridiculous. It obviously doesn't work. Otherwise it'd still be around. Let's see. I'm going to wrap things up here right away. I have to jump on a call in a couple minutes. Our little guy gets 2 tabs a day, but now, he gets 2 tabs a day. This is Dorothy talking. This is my wife, those of you that don't know, or might be newer. 2 tabs a day now, but if he wants more or asks for more, I do give him more. If he sees me open the bag for some greens for herself, he wants some too. He always asks for them. Morning, Sandy. Yes, we can send you the replay. Morning, Rose. And then Dorothy said, oh, where did you go? I lost you guys. I lost the comments. Come back here. Dorothy says our little mini adult said, okay, Mom, turn Daddy off now. We are leaving now. Love you. Love you guys too. He'll say if he gets any screen time to look at pictures or these videos, we'll tell him, okay, screen time is over. Let's move on. So now he says it himself. It's so cool. He's like, okay, I'm done with screen time. It's time to move on. Crazy. Not too many questions came in, but that's okay. It was nice to hang out with you guys this morning. I'm going to have to jump off. If you guys are interested in the detox and you're not a MAP member, comment below. Just say, I'd like to join our detox, and we'll send details. So we're slowly creating a list. We're not going to do that this coming week. We're going to start that with our MAP members. So once again, if you're a MAP member, you are starting the detox on Monday. You should actually have started watching the videos. And they're a good refresher if you've seen some of them already. So, if you're interested, we're going to give you guys another week to get settled in, to get signed up, to get prepped publicly if you'd like to join the detox. So once again, comment below, I'd like to join the detox. Otherwise, you guys should be checking in with me this Friday. I'm going to reach out to you guys, MAP members. I see Trina popped in here, Danielle. If I haven't talked to you yet this week, Shelly, I'm going to see you today. Cindy's coming in today. Reach out before the weekend hits. I'd like to see a plan for you, help you stay on track and get ready for Monday. Let's go. Have a great day, everyone. Talk to you soon. Bye.